BMA looks very similar to serine. Now, serine is one of the 20 fundamental amino acids that we need to build up all of our protein. Okay? The way we build our protein, remember from your biology class, okay, you start out with your DNA, you have a sequence of DNA, and that determines the sequence of amino acids. And the way you convert it from DNA to amino acids and proteins is what we call transfer RNAs. And the transfer RNA for serine can get confused because BMA looks similar to serine. And so if you've got a lot of BMA in your diet, it'll start putting BMA in place of serine into your protein. Now, if you've got the proper amino acids, then the protein folds up properly. And we'll just use a slinky here as an example, okay? You need that three-dimensional structure of the protein for it to function properly. If you, on the other hand, put BMA in the place of serine, now the protein doesn't fold up properly. It gets tangled, and you can't get rid of it. So here's what's happened to your slinky. And that's exactly what you see in these neurodegenerative diseases. You see a slow buildup of these protein tangles. Accumulate, brain cells can't get rid of them. They accumulate until eventually it kills the brain cells. Okay, so let's go back now. The pharmaceutical industry is always looking for new antibiotics, anti-cancer compounds, and so on. Think back to the earliest antibiotics, penicillin. Where does it come from? It comes from organisms, right? There's a microbial warfare always going on. So there's all kinds of interesting compounds being produced by bacteria, fungi, and so on, and algae, and so on, for various reasons, okay? So they've surveyed. They go around surveying things from the coral reefs, the rainforests, and so on, looking for new compounds. Okay? And we now know blue-green algae produce over 1,000 of these really unusual compounds. And the vast majority, we have no idea what they might do to your health. Okay? But if you're exposed to these blue-green algae blooms, you're getting exposed to all those compounds. Okay, so let's go back to here then. Again, I call these the good ones. You know right away you're being exposed to those compounds. But if you've got a compound that can lead doesn't cause any short-term effects, but only it can lead to long-term liver damage, neurodegenerative diseases, or cancer or something, okay, what's the chances of you ever discovering those compounds? We know of only one, BMA, and that's only because of this really unusual tragic event in Guam. And even then, it took 50 years before someone could come along and figure it out. So that's actually my concern now. How many more compounds being produced by these blue-green algae blooms could be having long-term effects on your health? Okay, so my recommendation is you really want to avoid these blooms of blue-green algae. You just don't know what all's in there, and what the long-term effects may be. We know the BMA is there now, but we don't know what else is there. And I'll stop there and take questions.